morning,
Morning, Vincent. Good to see you.
BMD. Big Money Day.
Yeah, Big Money Day. Finance Friday.
Yeah.
So everybody was all excited about the ITB now that it's been passed in concept, and then they were going to get funding for it as the next step, except for now, so I was like, oh, wait a second, I've got other things I want to deal with first. He's got 11 different livelihood issues that he wants to get through Finance Committee, and then ITB can come later. I guess he feels comfortable, having the Finance Committee under control. He's already gotten it passed through, to be established. So now maybe he feels like he can take it easy, or maybe he's still waiting for instructions from Beijing as to who gets to be the head of it. Because we did a story. Nicholas Yang shows up at the launch of a new industry association, and our guy's the only journalist there. And they say, and I said, go and ask about whether or not he still thinks he's going to get the job. Because everyone assumes he's going to get it, right? But I'm interested in process. And he says to the journalists, in effect, he says, we have to wait and see who Beijing appoints. Really? Not CY Lung? Not a panel of experts, tasked with it? No, just Beijing making the call. Right now, yes, Beijing approves it. But does Beijing pick it? Like in Canada, we have the Governor General. Yeah, the Queen approves it, but the Prime Minister makes the call.
Well, there may be rationale on this one as well.
Yeah.
I mean, given that obviously the current head of state in China has put in vast amount, way beyond your imagination.
Yeah.
On cyber warfare.
And technology and all that. Yeah, they probably want.
And technology is about crossing borders.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
And look at WikiLeaks. I mean, they're still leaking things this week.
Yeah.
And given that China is expanding globally, so as you can imagine, the ITB of Hong Kong can be a very important role for the state more than ever. That's why.
Potentially could be.
That's why Nicholas said something like this. However,
or it was just a slip.
Yeah.
He meant to say,
it could be just a slip.
After CY Lung picks it, but everybody knows Beijing is going to pick it, really, and he just
I think it could be a slip, and I think it will be very likely a slip because I think Nicholas' name has been on this bureau since like day one.
Yeah.
Since 2012.
And if the construction of it is such that the chief executive gets to make the call, like so many things in Hong Kong are done like that, then I guess that's it. But it was just interesting. He said, So
the Big Money Day
Big Money Day, livelihood issues.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be one-off welfare payments. It's going to be, I think minimum wage is on the list. So there's a range of them.
Raising or adjusting wages for the civil servants.
Yes, that's the big one. Adjusting wages for the civil servants. Can't forget that. Very important for the 370,000 civil servants? Why do I have that number in my head? Is that about right? -1. You left. So there's all those things, but I think it says a lot because, and I had somebody say to me recently, they're like, given that this is going to be CY Lung's last policy address coming up next year, people are already starting to think about that. And, if he doesn't have a 5-year term, what's he going to want to get done?
It is not officially his last.
No.
Because he will stay, assuming he will
step down
his whole term.
Yeah.
Even this may not be his last because everybody knows if he is only a one-term chief executive, the 2017 policy address
will have to be drafted long before he goes.
Doesn't matter. The 2017 policy address is about my legacy, right?
Yes.
It's not really a policy address.
Yes.
It's only a policy address at most for 3 months because by March of 2017 there will be a chief executive election.
Yeah.
And now he moved the policy address to January.
Yeah.
Or in that case,
whoever comes in is going to be like, wow.
So which means
this is what I got.
Which means the next policy address on 2016's January will be the most important.
Yeah. So I think he wants to have a lot of these kind of livelihood issues in because he knows the Democrats aren't going to fight him that much on it because it's basically giving away money, right? They don't want to be seen as getting in the way of free money for everybody. Yay! And so so he feels like if I put that in, get it locked in, I can talk it up between now and the end of my term. All these wonderful things I did to spray money everywhere, give away more money, everybody happy, and that will be his legacy because it ain't going to be constitutional reform.
Okay, so can we consider this as penultimate policy address?
I guess you could. Yeah, for real. It looks like his last one, but it's actually his penultimate one because the one after that will still have his fingerprints all over it. So Finance Friday. Look for CY Leung to start legacy building tomorrow or today. Today in the Finance Committee.
Keyword for today, penultimate?
Penultimate, sure. Slip it in there. All right, sounds good. Catch you later.
Thank you.